So the 5-year anniversary Vegito Blue's EZA is here. Very excited for this. Let's just get straight into it. Now, what you need to be bringing is a Realm of Gods team. Obviously, because he is tech, try and bring yourself an entire int team. Of course, it being an LR EZA, you do need to make sure you have a legendary power active as a link skill if you want to be doing enough damage to end up completing the event over a short period of time. You can do it without them, but it will take a while, and eventually you might even end up dying. Now, we're just going to start off straight up in stage 7, because all you're doing is, like, all the stages are the same. All that happens is he does just transform into like a more difficult version of himself with different card art. But let's have a look and see what the Vegito actually does with his new EZA. So he is a final trump card and Patara lead, 3 key and 170 to stats. It's a shame they didn't make that 180 like they did last year's, but it is because they were all at 150, so I guess it makes sense. Now, super attacks, 12 key, he does stack attack and he does raise defense for the turn. 18 key, he still stacks attack and then he greatly raises defense for the turn as well. Passive skill, 140 to stats, attack and defense, 4 key and 100% defense when attacking. Launches an additional attack that has a great chance to become a super attack as a first and second attacker on the turn, in comparison to pre-EZA, which was a medium chance. It launches an additional super attack and a great chance of evading enemies' attack, including super attack, as the third attacker in the turn. Now, they went from 50% to 70%, right? So they did definitely improve that. So that's what the Vegeta looks like prior to his transformation. Let's take a look to see what he does when he transforms. Beautiful. So on his 12 key super attack, what he does is he greatly raises attack and defense for the turn. 18 key, he greatly raises his defense for 3 turns, which is very good considering he can do multiple super attacks. So that's very good. Now, this is the part that makes these guys possibly I would not even argue with you if you called these guys the best units in the game. Especially after using them, I'm actually pretty impressed by them. So their passive skill, they evade attack for the turn when they transform. So straight up, they'll just dodge everything straight away, which is incredible. 150 to stats. Key +5 launches an additional super attack and a medium chance of launching another additional super attack as first and second attacker on the turn. Now, that's the difference between the Gogeta and the Vegito. The Gogeta has another 2 medium chances to do an additional super attack with guaranteed additional attacks. Key +7 launches an additional super attack and great chance of evading enemies' attacks, including super attack as a third attacker on the turn, plus an additional 1 key up to 5. Second defense plus 22% up to 88% with each attack performed. You can get that probably done in the first turn, maybe. Probably would take 2 turns with him based on whether you've given him additionals or crits. I did give him crits because he doesn't get any crits in his kit like the Gogeta does, like this last part of the passive where it launches an additional super attack when active skill is activated or when key is 24. So Gogeta gets guaranteed crit during that, right? Which is why I like Gogeta. And considering Gogeta can pretty much do 4 super attacks and all of them be crits and get his active skill going too, it's just like, it's ridiculous. So very good, very big upgrade. Like I said, I would not argue with anyone if I said that these two were the best units in the game. And to be honest, like I said, after using them, I'm very, very impressed. If you guys do want to see an EZA showcase of the Vegito and the Gogeta, let us know in the comment section below, and what we'll do is we'll go ahead and make one of those. Me and Hoof will cover one each. Likely Hoof will cover Gogeta being his favorite character in Dragon Ball Z, so likely he'll be taking care of that. But as you can see, we're getting through the event pretty easily. Stage 7, Stage 8 and the Stage 9 are all the same. The LR artwork of his base form is what you're going through. I don't really have so many ints LRs in Realm of Gods, but I decided to go all int just to be safe, because even though that the characters who aren't activating that link, they're still able to not take too much damage, which is good. That's what you want to be doing. Just make sure you bring a legendary power team. You don't have to bring all int, but like I said, if you do get hit with a super attack when they're not an int character, you will probably just die. What we'll do is let's go to stage 10 and we'll go from there. Okay, so here's stage 10, transforming into Vegito Blue. Definitely, what was actually very strange about this stage when I remember recording this was that he didn't really do any super attacks. And I was sitting here thinking, I'm like, this is going to be dangerous, because he's done some pretty big damage with his super attacks over the past stages. And I know that the last stage tends to be the harder hitters. If I get hit by super attack here, I might be in a little bit of trouble. Like, these guys are already taking damage from normal attacks, which, like, I was kind of taking before, but not like 20k per normal. And if he had done a super attack prior, I reckon it might have done at least 200k. And if he had done that again in the next rotation with the top of rotation that I would have had, I'm thinking it might have even just flat out died. I think it actually took me 3 turns to get through this stage. He does have a lot of health, and he does have a lot of defense in this stage if you're not getting that legendary power link skill activated. So how have you guys gone with the EZA event so far anyway? Did you find it easy? Was it enjoyable for you? Could you even make a full int team? Have you even tried out the new Vegito and the Gogeta yet? If you have, please let us know. We'd love to know your experience with it because, like I said, right now, me and Hoof are having real trouble discerning whether they're the best units in the game or not. And because everyone is more likely to have dupes in them versus like the 8th anniversaries, for that reason, they're likely to be so strong for everyone in comparison to like a 55% like 80th anniversary unit, as strong as they are. And if you haven't checked out the showcases for both of those, they are actually right here, and they're actually a lot of fun as well. I had some major trouble recording the Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta showcase. It made for a fun video, but my god, it became emotional. You go watch that, it's a lot of fun as well. Hopefully you guys are using these 2 units and enjoying them as well, because I haven't really had much of a time to use it. I was using it in the new burst mode where you had to verse the Vegito and the Gogeta Dokkan Fest battle event. That was really annoying actually, because getting 6,000 points can be quite annoying sometimes. If you guys also want us to make any burst mode with videos that you need help with, Hoof's actually very good at doing the burst mode. I've actually had some difficulty, and I've actually gone to him, and I'm the veteran here, but he's the one that ends up getting through and completing it pretty easily. He might be able to help you out if in the next burst mode we get, which will likely be at the end of next month, probably, I'm thinking, during the next celebration. If that's the case, what we'll do is we'll make a video for you just so you can actually get through it without too much trouble, because yeah, Hoof has helped me out quite a few times. Lucky this Vegeta does have crit chances, right? So we'll guarantee crits after his second super attack is what he has, but there you go, double super attack, so he's just getting guaranteed crits, which is great. It helps us out get through the event quicker, because this last stage, it does take a while, as you can see. Actually, I don't even know how many turns. I thought it was 3. It might have been more. It might have been more turns. Those crits are very helping, and thank goodness for the triple super attack. I can't wait for their EZAs next year, actually. I was actually talking to Hoof about them, and I was conspiring an idea for this Vegeta. This Vegeta having a standard 30% damage reduction, and he builds up to 70% for the turn. I would like a permanent, but if they're going to go based on his current passive, then I would be okay if they just gave him a base 30% and they got him to build up to 70% for the turn, while like greatly raising his defense for a few turns on his super attacks, while also getting the guaranteed crits, and that's fine as well. Increased key, maybe getting like a bonus for getting the 18 key super attack as well. The Goku, the UI Goku, he's a bit interesting because I don't think there's a point increasing his dodge chance. They could just put it to 80%, like who knows, they could do it. But what I'm going to say is the first turn that you have him, I think he'll dodge all the attacks immediately. Or what will happen is he'll end up under like 50% HP, he'll end up doing guaranteed dodges like once only. So there you have it, guys. We got through the event pretty easily. Just make sure that, like I said, bring in characters, Realm of Gods, and try and bring some LRs so they can link up together to get that extra damage in to complete the event as quick as possible, alright? So let me know if this was helpful for you guys. Go check out Hoof's video, the Gogeta, right here. That was a lot of fun too. So we'll see you in the next one, guys. See you later.